I'll just quickly share my screen, if you don't mind.
So do you want to
Yeah,
share your screen, Faraz? Should I stop
yeah,
the
I'll
screen?
just share my screen.
Sure,
I,
sure.
I'll just take the control from you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we are live right now on YouTube. Welcome, my friends. Welcome back. Welcome to Microsoft Excel Power Platform Meetup for Saudi Arabia. And today I have a wonderful guest in my house today. She's basically online, but yes, she's still in our house, today. And she's going to talk about exploring Microsoft live right now on YouTube. Welcome, my friends. Welcome back. So that was just a background, which was playing. So Gulnaz, I got a chance to meet her in Riyadh. She's a lovely lady over there, and she's going to talk about today with us exploring Microsoft AI tools. I know a lot of people are using AI, and I would like to know in the chat section from where you are joining. If you're joining on YouTube, let me know in the comment section over there. And if you have any questions in AI, feel free to drop it in the question box, in the chat box. I'm definitely going to take the questions from Gulnaz. I'm not going to take much of my time because Gulnaz have a lot of stuff to show, and I'll leave the floor for Gulnaz. Welcome, Gulnaz. By the way, Gulnaz is from Pakistan, and it's a lovely place. I like Javed Nihari from Pakistan. That's really lovely, which is you are getting it in Karachi. So, Gulnaz, floor is yours. You can just let our friends, what do you have for today? Please share your knowledge and what do you have for today.
Thank you. Thank you, Faraz. Thank you, first of all, for inviting me to present this session. So we are in the session exploring Microsoft 365 AI tools. And thanks God we are in the Saudi Arabia Excel Meetup today. And I would like to introduce myself. So, guys, my name is Gulnaz Mushtaq. As Raz has already had a little bit introduction about me, and I have been Microsoft certified trainer since 2018, and I trained hundreds of students around the world, and now serving the MCT community in Pakistan as an MCT regional lead for my region, Pakistan. So, what is this MCT regional lead? It's a kind of volunteer level role, and if you have the passion to work for the community to help the people around you, so you can be one of them if you are an MCT. Also, I am an MVP in the area Azure. So this is another kind of the people who are in the technical communities, they get this title MVP. And also Microsoft has awarded me the Enrique Lima Award, which is an award for also one of the awards for they give to the people who work something outstanding for the community. As far as my experience is concerned, I have worked with both public and private sectors. And also, if I talk about my technology areas in Microsoft, so I am an Azure administrator. Also, I am working in Microsoft hybrid administration field. I am enthusiast in Azure security and identity management as well. So this is a kind of just a general introduction about me. So if you are interested to become a Microsoft certified trainer, if based on your technical expertise, so if you become a Microsoft certified trainer, on the left side you can see this is the badge for MCT title, and on the right side you can see the badge for the MCT regional lead. So this is the shield they have sent me for my regional lead role. This is my MVP badge, and this is the Enrique Lima Award. This is MVP award. So if you want to join me on LinkedIn, you can join me. Just type in this very simple name over the LinkedIn, Gulnaz Mushtaq, and you will get this profile with this image over there and background with MCT Community Pakistan Learning Room. We will be also talking about what is this MCT Community Pakistan Learning Room. And if you join the learning room, this is official on by Microsoft on Microsoft Teams, right? So this is a kind of an official learning room by Microsoft on Microsoft Teams. So guys, this is the agenda for today's session. First of all, we are going to discuss about the AI powered tools in Microsoft 365. And not only we are going to discuss, but we are going to get demos as well. Also, there is a product which is called Copilot. Maybe you have been just going through about what is the Copilot or something. You have been using this, what is Copilot and how to use the Copilot. We are just going to discuss during the session as well. And there's a platform which is called Microsoft Learn. Very good platform if you want to learn new things based on AI, Excel, so many other like Power BI, so on. You can learn through this platform without paying anything, free of cost, right? And how to register through this platform and what we need to learn from that platform. So we are going to discuss about that as well. This is something that I just wanted to discuss with you guys, that everybody is talking about AI these days. So AI is basically the demand of the day. Why? Because you know that AI is going to make your life easy, right? If you are feeling some burden, for example, you are tired and you don't want to type anything on some documents, so AI is going to help you. And if you are tired and you want something to read out loudly, there should be some assistant for you who can read out anything you just wanted to read, so they can read out loud for you as well. There are so many tools we are going to discuss about this session, right? So these are just some statistics from the source Forbes. So anyone knows the Forbes. It's basically, if I talk about some years back, so Forbes was magazine kind of thing, but now it has become a platform as well. So if you want to have a look at the latest statistics for the AI, you can see, you can check through this Forbes platform. So I just collected one of some of them for you guys. Okay, so let's discuss about the agenda item. The first agenda item is AI powered technology in Microsoft 365. And what are these technologies? We are just mentioning one by one. So, the first thing you should be knowing about is Microsoft Designer. So we are talking about the AI tools in Microsoft 365. So these tools are in all the, I would say, the apps, in whether that is Excel, whether that is Microsoft Word, if it is PowerPoint. Most of the times when you are working during your work environment, you can use these tools to make your life easier. What does this Microsoft Designer do basically? There is another version of Designer as well. You can open up that through some browser window, like from Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Chrome, Edge, whatever. You can type in designer.microsoft.com, and you will see there is a designer app, live app over there. So you can make some changes in your pictures, you can generate some AI created pictures, and so on. But we are going to talk about the designer, which is embedded into the PowerPoint slides, right? How you can enhance the designing of your PowerPoint basically. So how does this designer work for you? Basically, it will create some professional slide layouts for you, and it will automatically improves the designing of your slide. For example, you want to create some slides based on your topic. You just need to type in the name of the topic, and designer is going to work for you. Okay, so let me share some other screen with you guys so that I can present some demos. So I'm going to open up a blank PowerPoint slides. Let me share that thing with you. So basically, for example, you're running shortage of time or something, and you don't have time to design something based on your topics. So how it is going to work for you? First of all, as we are talking about the apps, Microsoft 365 apps. So it means that you first of all should be having some Microsoft 365 license. This is very much important, right? It might be any kind of licenses. For example, it might be some corporate license. Maybe if you are working with some educational institution, like in some university, you know about Microsoft 365 for education, right? So the main thing is that you should first sign in through that account so that you can see and check all the important options, right? So these options are, you are getting the options once you have signed in through this Microsoft 365 professional enterprise account, whether it's for education account or just normal Microsoft 365 professional account. So this is my, can you see my screen, Faraz? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So for example, this is my blank slide, and I am little confused that I need to create some slides for my upcoming presentation. So what I have to do is, first of all, I need to sign in through my Microsoft 365 account, right? Then I would see this designer option here on the right side, right? So I need to click on that. But before going to clicking on that, I need to just type my title. What is the title going to be, right? For example, I need something for artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. I need some presentation based on artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, if I click on this designer, so this designer app is going to give me some designing ideas based on my topic. So for example, I just scroll down a little bit down and I need some more designs. So you can see more design ideas. So if I click on that, so Microsoft Designer is going to generate a few more ideas for me. So based on these ideas, color scheme or whatever I like, so I can select one of them. For example, I like this one, right? So for example, this is my, based on my title, I got this slide, right? And this is, for example, a title slide. I can put anything over here. And for the next slide, if I right click on this one and I need a new slide. So here, whatever I am going to type, so based on my typing skills or whatever, so it is going to give me more design options. Okay, for example, I need to put some text over here. I want to put some text over here, but I'm little tired or I avoid typing. So what should I do in that case? So just here, you can see on the left side of designer app, you can see another thing which is called dictate. So if I click on that, so after that, the dictation is going to start. For example, I just clicked on that. Artificial intelligence enhances the productivity, right? So once your uh, write up is completed, you can click on this dictate icon and it is automatically stopped right now, right? So whenever you start it again, you can again click on that. And sometimes if you ask the dictate, stop dictate, so it is going to automatically stop for you as well. So it means that it listens to you. Okay. So one another very important thing which I wanted to show you guys is that sometimes when we are going to present some very much important session in front of some corporate, it is kind of corporate level meetings or something, client meetings or whatever. So we are very nervous sometimes, right? So we need some assistants which can help us to prepare for the session. So we don't need anybody. For example, we just ask our friends that please come here and sit in front of me. I'm going to present, help me. How do I do? Right? So, for example, your friends are busy. Maybe you're not getting anybody who can assist you. Don't worry about that. So there is another assistant which can help you in rehearsing your slides. So you can ask rehearse application so that you can get help from the rehearse application, and the rehearse application is going to help you. It is going to listen to you when you are presenting something, how you speak. For example, you are going to give so many filler words. So rehearse is going to help you to make it more clear. It just suddenly gives you a result that, okay, fine. In this sentence, you are using too much fillers, or maybe you're just not presenting the slides, you're just reading through the slides. This is not a good habit, not a good practice. So rehearse is going to give us so many such things, so many such ideas. So I'm going to stop this screen because I need to share another. Okay. So I'm just going to share a normal PowerPoint screen with you guys because I'm just going to present a demo. Okay. So for example, I need the rehearse application which can help me to prepare me for the upcoming presentation. So I'm going to go to the home. First of all, if I remember, should I I'm just going to check whether I install the application, because sometimes you need to activate a few things if you don't find. Okay, just let me stop this thing. So, okay, fine. How to activate these options? For example, you're not getting the options, whatever I'm going to display in front of you guys, and you are not getting in your version of Microsoft 365. It means that maybe you did not activate the options. So, how you are going to activate them? First of all, just click on File. For example, you are using the PowerPoint slides and you need to improve them, and for them you need these kind of assistants. So it means that the options are not available and you maybe did not activate. For that, you just click on File, and in the File option here, it is Account option over here. And if you click on Account, then you need to go to Manage Settings in Account and Privacy. And in the Manage Settings, you will see if this is not turned on, if this is not checked, you need to click on that. Check this option and just click on OK. So after that, you are going to see that all the options would be there. So next very important thing, which is in Microsoft Excel, you know that sometimes we need to do some analysis in the data. And for the data analysis, I remember that I used to create the pivot tables and VLOOKUP commands and so much such kind of stuff we used to do. And that was a kind of a very hectic job, right? So now you don't need to do that. If you have some data, some sample data, you can do the data analysis very easier and faster. And it will give you some uh, AI based suggestions so that you can create the charts, you can do the data analysis. So basically, it will make your life easy. So how can I do that? For that, for example, I have an Excel app, and first of all, I need to sign in that Excel app through my Microsoft 365 account, which should be some corporate account, or maybe that is Excel Microsoft 365 for education account. So I need to sign in through my account first of all. So I'm just going to stop the screen and I'm going to open up the Microsoft Excel from my computer. This is just a normal Excel app, just everybody uses. So the normal Excel app, you just need to sign in through that app first of all using your Microsoft 365 credential. As you can see on the right top, I already sign in through my Microsoft 365 account. Okay. So for example, I have a sample data and I need some data analysis. For that, if you can see on the left top, there's a file option, right? I just click on the file and based on my required data analysis, I have a file which consists of supermarket sales sample data, for example. So this is just a sample data. I just loaded my sample data into this Excel sheet. Okay. So now this is just some raw data and I need some analysis. So So from where I should start the analysis? At which point? So for example, I want the analysis from the start. So I'm going to click on the first row and the first in the cell. I just click on that, the first cell, first row and the first cell. I'm not just talking about the rows like this one, the title, or in this row, not about that, the data row, the first cell, the data row, right? So I clicked on that. So now I can see the option over here on the right top,
Excuse me,
analyze
we can't see the
data.
data.
Uh, you cannot see the data?
No.
Maybe you're using another screen.
Okay, just let me share the right screen. Is this fine?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for your confirmation. Actually, most of the times I am used to with Microsoft Teams. So it's been long time that I'm using the Zoom. So that's the main problem. Sorry for that. Okay, so I have loaded my sample data into this Excel sheet. So you can see this is the first row of data. I'm talking about the data row, not about the title row or something, right? So this is my data row, the first row of data and its first cell. I just click on that, simple click. And now I go on the right top option, analyze data. System is going to give me some options. So these are the option by system. So first thing it calculated is the tax by order date and customer name. So this is the kind of pivot table and this is the chart based on that. And we have some more options like frequency of tax, and these are the bar charts you can see, and some of the data points over here as well. And these are tax total appear highly correlated tax rates, right? So what does I need? For example, I need this thing, this chart. So if I click on that, insert pivot table. So it is going to insert a table in the separate sheet, not in the same sheet, right? So the main sheet is over there. The data sheet is there, but it is now another sheet for me, which I just inserted from this option. It means that I can insert whatever I need. So if I click on that, you can see these are the options. And if I click on these settings things, which field I do not need. For example, I don't need ship date. And if I click on this update option, so system is going to just eliminate the ship date and rest of the data is there. Okay, for example, I need some charts. If I click on that, insert chart, so you can see the chart is there as well. So you can do this because this is the chart. So you can do in the separate sheet as well. For example, I just opened up another sheet and I need to insert this chart in that sheet. You can do that as well. Okay. So what else? For example, I want to have something that is based on my own query, right? So here you can see this search bar over here. So system is going to give me some options as well. So I need something order, date, and customer name. I need this one. For example, if I click on, if I hit on enter, so these are basically, this is the new pivot table based on my query. And if I want to insert this pivot table, so it is now in the new sheet. So for example, if I need some few more fields later on, because currently I just search through the order date or customer name something, but I need a few more. So if I click on this table, you can see there are a few more options system is going to present. For example, what else you need? I need the retail price in USD. So system is going to show me other options as well. So likewise, you can make things more better by selecting the right options. Maybe you need some of the data or some you need some filters or something else you can do accordingly. And you can arrange your views as well. There are some more views options as well. Okay, so this is the data analysis you can do through this Excel sheet, and it is very easy. A lay person can do as well. Also, system is going us a few more options based on whatever the analysis system that suggests to us. So first of all, go to the main sheet over here and just have a look at what else system can suggest us. For example, we need total order quantity of this one over the date. So this is the basically a person whose name is this. So this is it's basically just the based on the specific search, we just have this thing. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the screen and let's move to the Word, Microsoft Word, because we talked about the PowerPoint and we talk about the Excel and now we move to MS Word. So for example, I'm just opening up my Microsoft Word app. And likewise, first of all, what I need to do is I should be signing in through my Microsoft 365 account. Okay, so you don't need to sign in through each app separately. Once you have signed in through any of the apps, like you signed in through the PowerPoint, so whenever you just open up another app like Excel or Word or whatever, so you will see that you are already signed in because you know that there is a OneDrive attached with all of them. Whatever you are saving, you may save in OneDrive as well. So that's why you can find all the options in all the apps. Okay. So for now, I just have a normal Microsoft Word document. So just let me share that document. Okay, so here you can see this is the Word document, and I need to do some editing. How can I do that? So I'm just doubtful that, okay, these are not correct. As you can see, these are something that system is going to give me some options that I need to improve my document. So I need that. For that, I have to have some assistance. I need some assistant. So I'm just putting my cursor in the start, and I am going to hit on this editor option on the right top. So if I click on this editor, so editor is going to give me some summary. Even if we are just doing our best, we think that we are doing 100% or whatever. So editor is going to analyze a few options in your document. For example, it thinks that spellings are correct. There is no mistake, but grammar, there is one option. Even because this is already something which has been perfectly done. This is not the first draft. For example, if you are having the first draft, what is going to be done after for through the editor, right? So the first draft is always having a lot of things to improve. For example, there is a grammatic mistake, so I need to click on that. It says that it should be like this thing. It is the, instead of this the, we should be having its. Okay, I clicked on that. So what else? And its clarity is not there. For example, I click on clarity, and it says that do you want to, there's no suggestion at all, but do you want to ignore? I say yes, just ignore that. Okay, what else? There are a few words that describe some formality, because sometimes if you are in some professional environment and writing is having a huge concern, so in that case you need to correct the formality words as well. For example, in my case, if I click on formality, it says that this, instead of this doesn't, you need to do as does not. I click on that, and it automatically just corrected for me. And this should be like other side, not the flip side. Let's assume should be the let us assume, and things like that, right? So my document is almost 93%, 96% clear. Okay, so what else? So I am also having the same dictation thing over here as well. I'm tired of typing or something. I just, now onwards, I need to just dictate my document. So likewise, we have done in the PowerPoint, we can click on dictate, and the dictator is going to type for us, right? Okay. There's another very important and very useful thing which we can do is to review our slide. Sorry, review our document. So everybody is, working in the review. So in that case, we can review the changes accordingly. And if I go to the view section on the top, there's a very helpful tool. If you go to the view section, there's a very helpful tool which will help you to read out something. For example, you are tired, you need some relaxation, and this screen is going to annoy you or something, right? Not experiencing, it's not a good experience to read out this document. So you need a separate section where things should be more easier for you. So for that, you can bring your focus. For example, this is the document and I need to read this document. So in the start of this document, this line, for example, from this line onwards, I need to read out this page. So let me just close this Grammarly option because I already installed the Grammarly. Okay, fine. Now it's done. So I need to read this document. So in the view section, you can enhance your view. Immersive reading, right? Immersive reading is the new option in Microsoft 365 apps. And if I click on that, you can see this is something enhanced view. You can just minimize the spacing. As you can see, this is just for spacing. If you need more spacing, more clarity, you can click or unclick on this option. And what else? You can just highlight your focused line. For example, you need to read out line by line. How can you do that? If I click on that, one line focus, or maybe 3 lines, 5. For example, I need one line in focus. So this is the only line which is in my focus. Okay, so what else I can do? For example, I'm just reading through this document. So for that, whatever I'm going to read, and I scroll down, and you can see the system is just going to give you more clear reading experience. Okay, so for example, you are tired now and you need just to close your eyes, and there should be some assistant who can read for you. So you can call that assistant as well. For example, from here onwards, I need an assistant. For that, on the top, you can call the assistant, which is called read aloud. Okay, I click on read aloud, and maybe you cannot hear the voice due to because
People to find it,
yeah,
use it, and spread the word about its advantages. However, releasing an application on the internet is not as easy as it seems. To do so, you will need various components like servers, storage devices, developers, dedicated networks, and
you can
application
anytime
security to
stop
ensure that your
this read and
solution works
read
the
aloud.
way it is intended
For
to.
example, I click on read aloud, and there are some controls over here. I can
These are a lot of components.
close this thing, right? So whenever you close this read aloud app, so you can anytime close the app. Okay. So this was all about the Microsoft Word. So what is the next for in the agenda? So Microsoft Copilot. How Microsoft Copilot can help you. So let
Gulnaz,
me
if
share
you're sharing the
another
screen,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, I just was going to share the screen. Okay, so for that, for Copilot, what is Copilot? Just let's discuss about the Copilot first. So basically, if you call this Copilot is something just like ChatGPT. It is a kind of robot for you who can assist you. You need some write up, you need to generate some report, or you need some AI based images to create. So Copilot is going to help you. So where you will find the Copilot basically. So the most important thing which I need to tell you that Copilot does not save any prompts or your answers data, and they are not going to train the Copilot based on your prompts or whatever. So this is the good thing about it's totally transparent. So you can easily use the Copilot. So most of the times there are lots of concern about using the chat bots or something, right? So people they just think that this is something which is not which is very harmful for their privacy concerns or something. So you don't need to uh, have any fears like that. So Copilot is not going to save any of your data. So Copilot is everywhere. It's now in, you can open the Copilot through this very simple URL, which is called copilot.microsoft.com, using any of the browser window, Edge, Chrome, or whatever. It is one of the apps in Microsoft Edge. If you are using Microsoft Edge, there's a built-in Copilot over there. It is the part of your client Windows machines like client operating system Windows 10, Windows 11. So it is in the taskbar. and it is also in your mobile phone. For example, we are just going to have an experience about Copilot. How does it look? How it works basically. So I'm just going to use the first of all the Microsoft Edge, because the Edge is the default browser for Copilot. There's a built-in functionality of Copilot in Microsoft Edge. If I'm using Microsoft Edge, you can see this thing, this sign, the Copilot over here. Whatever I am going to search, for example, I need some how to add custom attributes in user profile. This is just a normal search, nothing something very serious. So I need this thing in this Copilot for just deep uh, um, information or something. So I'm going to click on that. The same thing, now Copilot is going to assist me all about how to add custom attributes in user profile or something. So it is going to give me answers. Right? So not only answers, going to give me some helpful links as well, from where this Copilot is going to get the data as a whole, in the case of summary, it is going to present that these are some helping materials. You can go and find more information. Okay. For example, I need to generate something like I need to ask the Copilot that what is artificial intelligence, or maybe I need some essay on global warming, for example. So I just give the Copilot a prompt. Okay, you can just go continue from the same thing, or you can start a new topic as well. If I click, I just don't need this thing. For example, you can copy this whole write up and you can paste anywhere if you want to save somewhere, or if you want some new topic, you don't need this. For example, you can start with the new topic. So here I can start a new topic. For example, write me an essay about global warming. So most of the times it just gives an idea that okay, you need this thing, global warming or whatever, even if it is giving you the word suggestions as well. Yes, I need an essay on global warming. Hit enter, and Copilot is going to give you the whole thing, even something, some research material as well. Just remember that a few years back, when there were no Copilot, nothing like that. So we used to do our own research. I remember that if I need to do such things, I used to do a lot of research. And there were a lot of things that those were not giving me in one platform. For example, if you can see, these are a few links as well. If you go and you just visit the links, you will see the more statistics. You are going to get more statistics as well. Okay, so what is another thing? What's next? Yes, the next thing is the Microsoft Learn platform. So we are talking about Copilot. We have talked about Microsoft 365 AI tools, so many other things like that. So what else is there? So how to learn something from Microsoft free platform, or uh, for example, you want to learn about the AI. You are interested to learn the AI. So there's a free platform which is called Microsoft Learn. Totally free platform. You just need to sign in through the platform. So in the end, I'm going to share with you guys some helpful material to learn if you are interested in learning Excel, data analysis, Power BI. So I'm having a few links. I'm just got a few links for you as well. If you are having the QR scanner in your mobile phone, I'm going to share the screen and you can scan through your mobile phones as well. So first, the foremost thing and the most important thing, how to join the Microsoft Learn platform. And this is basically all-in-one learning platform. Why all-in-one learning platform? Because once you join the platform, this is the platform through which you can learn, you can go and earn free credentials as well. What are those free credentials? We are going to discuss about them as well. And most importantly, if in the future you need to appear in one of the Microsoft exams, you can go through the same Microsoft Learn platform. So that's why this is all-in-learn platform. How to join? So this is a very simple link. You can type in any of the browsers, learn.microsoft.com, right? If you click on that, so if it's the first time you are going to hit this link. So first of all, on the right top, you're going to get the sign in option. So this is the first time you're going to join this Microsoft Learn platform. So later on, once you join the platform, you can learn through the platform. And in future, if you need to pass free credentials by Microsoft, you can do through the same platform. Also, if you want to appear in the exam, you can do from the same platform. Okay, I want to join the platform and I hit the sign in option. So first of all, system is going to ask you one good email address. So this is something which is a demo email, but for you, I would suggest that there should be some good email ID, not something which is by just it does not seem to be a genuine one. So most of the times, it should be something from it should reflect from one of your names starting or your last name or whatever. So I have this email ID and I want to join Microsoft Learn platform. And if I click on this next option, so it asks me to put my display name. For future references, this display name is going to be used on my certifications, my credentials, everything. Okay, what next? Based on your country, you should be selecting your country. So this is very much important. Most of the times people they think that if I choose the wrong country, it will help me more. No, not like that. So Microsoft is going to give you some discounts based on your country. So this is very much important that you should be choosing the right country. So sometimes you are getting some discounts based on your country. And most importantly, it is very much important that uh, you belong to some country, you should be presenting that one because in the future, maybe there is some issue, there might be having some issues with your account. So just put the right and correct country. Okay. So this is some last verification from you, the privacy statement. Just hit on the save and now you're ready. You're good to go. Okay. Okay. Let's have a demo for the Microsoft Learn account. So I am having some demo account. So this is nothing very serious, just for demonstration. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, for example, I have done creating my account and now it's the time to have a look at my account. How does it look? So this is the simple URL. You can see learn.microsoft.com and on the right, you can see some just icon with my first name and last name representing. If I click on this icon, it is going to give me my full name and associated email account. And if I click on profile, you can see. So basically, this is your profile. So first of all, for example, This is a new account in case you just never worked on this account before and you just sign in through this account the first time. You can see 000 all over here. Okay, so what are these badges? How I can get the badges? So once you start your learning, so you get the badges, you get the levels, some experience point on the right, you can see, right? So your experience points are enhancing, your level is going to increase, you're getting more badges, sometimes you are getting trophies, you're getting reputation points, and so on. Okay, so how my badges basically, you can see over here on the left, you can see some training, how many training you have done so far, how many things you have been reading. For example, you have been reading fundamentals of computer vision. If this is your new account, there is nothing showing here, right? So as this is a demo account and we sometimes use this account during our online sessions to present, so that's why these things are here. And these are the progresses. My this module has been completed, but this one is just 43% completed and this one is 27% completed. Why this is here? Just because it's reminding you that you need to complete this thing. For example, I somewhere started fundamentals of computer vision, and if I click on that, so you can see, so I stopped here and from the same location I can continue and I can move on. So somewhere you will see some sandboxes, some videos as well, and so many other things. Okay, so you want to start your learning. Likewise, this guy has started the learning, right? So how will you do that? For that, I'm just going to share a few learning paths with you guys. If you want to just scan through your QR scanner, you can do as well. So let me share those learning paths. Okay. If you want to start learning AI more, you're interested. So this is a collection, Introduction to Modern Analytics using Excel and Power BI. So if you scan this code, you're going to get a URL, a link on Microsoft Learn platform. Okay, for example, you need to learn this module. For example, this is a complete training path all about introduction to modern analytics using Excel and Power BI. Okay, so you want to learn that. So first of all, it should be on. You should be signed in through your Microsoft Learn account, just because when you start learning through your Microsoft Learn account, you're going to get those points on the top, right? Okay. So for example, I'm just going to open this link. So let me show you how does it look. So for the instance, I just stopped my screen and I'm just going to share with you guys. How does it look? For example, I have already in my Microsoft Learn account, you can see on the right top. So I just need to open that URL in the same window. Remember, you should be signed in through your Microsoft Learn account. Introduction to Modern Analytics using Excel and Power BI. It will take not more than 37 minutes, having some units in that, right? So first of all, these are some learning objectives, and these are a few things you need to learn throughout this learning journey. So you can start this learning module. And first of all, it is going to give you some introduction, and sometimes you need to watch some videos and then some explanations, some use cases maybe. Sometimes this platform gives you sandboxes for for example, for 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, and so based on the length of your activity, right? So you are going to get the sandboxes as well. So once you start learning through this platform, you will see your level is enhancing, you're getting more points. And if you click on this profile section, so you can see that you are just getting more points. You are, once you complete this full learning module, so you are going to get maybe 8 pages over here or so, right? So you are just getting more stuff over here. So what is the option credentials? So if I click on credentials, so credentials is basically two things: applied skills, certifications. So you know about the certifications like Power BI certifications, Excel certifications, Azure certifications, AZ-104, PL300, and so many certifications. You know about them. But what about these applied skills? Okay, for example, certifications are having more detailed oriented stuff, and you need some classroom experience for them. Once you are prepared for the certification, you can go, and it is proctor based online, Pearson based online proctor based certification exam, right? But what about the applied skills? So these are based on some new learning skills only. It's not a complete certification, but it is a kind of certification, but it's free. For example, you need to have a look at applied skills. So browse the applied skills. So these are not online proctored exam sort of thing. So for example, you want to appear. So these are the signs for applied skills, and this is the sign for exam. And exam codes you can see over here. For example, you need to know about how to build an Azure AI Vision solution and maybe other stuff based on your interest, right? So you can click on that. For example, this one, right? If I click on that, from now onwards, first of all, I need to prepare for this path. So these are some modules I need to study, first of all. 35 minutes, 41 minutes, 50 minutes. If even you are on the daily basis, you are giving some time. These are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 paths over here, right? So if maybe in 10 days you are well prepared to appear in the applied skills assessment. So now are you ready to appear? You are going to have 2 hours. For example, I'm just clicking on that and I want to start, and I'm just hitting on yes. So now it's something that you need to just verify your account, because they are going to give you the access of labs and each and everything. And based on that assessment, you need to do the things, you need to complete those labs. And for 2 hours time, in the 2 hours time, you need to complete your assessment. So lab is going to get prepared for you. Once you pass the assessment, you are going to get a certifications in Microsoft Applied Skills, right? And it's not necessary that once you not passing in the first term, and system is just going to restrict you for the second. No, it's not going to be that, right? Like that, right? You can appear in the next you can retake that assessment, and there are several times that you can retake till the time you pass that assessment. Okay, guys, so once last thing from my side, then I'm just going to conclude this today's session. If just confirming, Faraz is going to confirm me whether I just took too much time. So I really apologize for that.
No, no, Gulnaz, you are on track. Okay. You can please go ahead and continue your last slide, which is there.
Okay, thank you. So this is another learning path for you guys based on your interest, because we are here in the Excel session and export data from Dataverse and use Microsoft Excel to edit your records, right? So you can type this QR code. I'm going to share with Faraz as well, so you can do later on as well. Okay, so what's next? So there is a learning community, Microsoft Learn community. So that is the kind of official Microsoft Learn community. And if there is a word community, it means that no financial benefits are involved. If you need some help, you can reach out, you can ask anything. For example, if you want to ask for the latest stuff at Microsoft Technologies, or maybe in the AI, or maybe what are going in the examination side, what else you need. For example, you're in your work environment, you have some technical issues, so you can ask, right? So there are different learning rooms, but we are running a learning room, which is just, this is a short link. You can see in the background of my Microsoft LinkedIn account as well. You can join MCT Community Pakistan Learning Room. So don't get confused with the name, because why the name is MCT Community is just because the MCT community behind this learning room is going to assist you. You can join this learning room. You can ask other people. You can ask your, if you are a teacher, you can ask your students. They can also join this learning room. So basically, this is the learning room on Microsoft Teams. When you join through this link, as you can see on the screen, you are going to get access the learning room in just in a few days, maybe within 24 hours or so. You're getting the joining email, final email, and there is a link over there. If you click on that, you will be added to the MCT Community Pakistan learning room on Microsoft Teams. You are having any problem, technical problem, any other issues, you need to discuss something, you need to ask something, you are good to go and you are more than welcome. So thank you very much for attending this session, guys. So yes, Fraz.
Super awesome. There are some things, that is really nice, especially what you talk about the learn community, like assessment skills. Those are really, really great things, Like we usually do sessions, you are doing session, I'm doing session, but end of the day, people they after that's really nice. And well, so today, my friends, it was a lovely session, by Gulnaz. Gulnaz, thank you very much for coming for this session,
Thank you.
and
Thank
it
you.
was great to have you here. So just before we go, we disconnect the live YouTube. I would just request you, any last words what you have, that can be inspirational to the community, to the people, this last word, to the people of the community who is watching live on YouTube. But after that, please don't sign out. We'll stay back on Zoom. The party is still on Zoom. So, Gulnaz, just any last words, please.
Yeah. So my last words are especially for the people. Please start learning from Microsoft Learn, because it's a totally free platform. There are people who don't even, for now, they don't know about the Microsoft Learn platform. There are a lot of stuff over there waiting for you, and just free of cost. Go for Microsoft Applied Skills. If it's still you are not able to appear in an exam, because exam is something which is a huge thing. So start studying with the small things and take small steps to get more uh, progress in your life, and work for the community, help people around you, just like me, Fraz, and maybe the audience, they are also working for the community. So I always ask, advise the people to work for community. Community work always pays you off. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's lovely. So this month in Women of Tech, we had Gulnaz, and definitely in the next month we are going to have some Alexandria. She's going to come and talk about Power Query and other stuff. So this year, as you know, I'm running entire year this year, Women in Tech, and it's so lovely, to have such wonderful ladies who are there in
Thank you.
experts in the community and coming forward and presenting. It's really nice for all of us. Thank you, Gulnaz, and thank you, everyone. And so signing out from YouTube, and we'll see you next month for the meetup for Saudi Arabia.
Thank you, Faraz. Thank you for lovely meetup.
Let's start.